Where you get use? Well, family, I don't come out to the program where they bring what's happening in the country to you. Inside the program today, we're going to look at school they open one and school they open Monday. How the ministry were responsible for the free basic quality education ready for the school they open one. National Civil Registration Authority, the Director General, don't meet political party people then. CID cyber units don't retrieve one mobile phone where them in thief. Where you being go look inside Moriton barracks as people be raise concern say civili don't occupy the barracks bad one. And the sea level just they go up, so people them when they inside Congo town, then they afraid waiting will get for happen. This and plenty other team the more plus guests, and you text message where you go send to the number 077 685518 and the WhatsApp message says where you send to the number 079 15 47 14. Make part of this program we use with me, Lucy and Ganda. But first, we go to his sponsors.
Value to all stakeholders.
Now we back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Now we back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Salon Commercial Bank. Now the People's Bank.
The People's Bank.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Salon Commercial Bank. Delivering value. We dey drive customer success.
For sure.
Insist on excellence. Integrity and commitment. Now that we stand for. Creating a climate of openness and trust. Personal values. Count on us.
You can count on us.
Team ethic, for sure. Count on us. Now we back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Delivering value.
How you do? I want to know the good news. I want to tell you about the cheapest data offer in Salon today. Now we network with 400 news, you get 3 megabytes. And these are the cheapest in this country.
Orange don't give me 5 megabytes for 450 news. When double pass what they talk so.
Wait in?
But do no can lie per winner.
But you get 75 megabytes, where they go for 8,250 news. And these are the cheapest you can get.
Uncle. Orange again 90 megabytes for just 8,400 euros. Where beaucoup pass waiting in the talk so.
But you get 3 megabytes, where they go for 4,250 news.
No campo boy safe ya.
Waiting?
Orange they give 65 megabytes for just 4,500. Me say they come bongo so right now.
But we get 5 gig, where they go for 200,000 news.
Orange gets 6 gigabytes for the same 200,000 euros.
Yes.
What did they tell me? With Orange, I dey enjoy right now.
Yes.
Now live video at the watch tonight.
Yes, sure.
Oh dear, now the phone will get an orange SIM.
Browse Boku with Orange for cheap one. In fact, now almost for nothing. This na other big move where Orange don't make. The one they will like for Falamakata, make them Falamakata back no.
Dial *800# for begin the enjoyment.
Orange. It's all about what matters to you.
Alright, we begin with this. As school for open Monday, September 17, how the ministry were responsible for basic and senior secondary education don't stand by for make people go get the free and quality education. We also, Iba Samura, be engaged the chief education officer inside this interview.
Mohamed Kamara, the chief education officer in the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. The time we will all be the wait for the start of the academic year 2018-2019, it don't fastly approach. Now just a matter of a few hours we will enter into Monday, the 17th September 2018, when at the start day for the 2018-2019 academic year. And that is the date where they start the full implementation of the free quality school education. So for assure people there on preparedness, for make sure say we enter into the implementation smoothly, and we see and say it goes smooth. Most staff of the Ministry of Education, they in the provinces, staff like my very self, okay, we get for left Freetown this evening for going to the provinces. the deputy minister already in provinces, the director of inspectorate, director of planning, and even the national coordinator for implementation of the school feeding INSEAD up, a representative of the chief minister's office, Mr. Lance Kefala. As I'm speaking, he called me just now from Kailaun, and they left Kailaun now for go Kenema. They all day, and our deputy directors of education, they all day up to provinces for monitor the preparedness of the schools, towards the reopening of schools on Monday. And I'm also glad for inform una say not to just for open the schools. If you open the schools, you go there, they begin and then at the school they don't get a lafia, then go begin ask them for school fee, begin to ask them for admission fee. I'm glad for inform una also see the fee subsidy. What general will be called school fee for the picking them. They don't pay almost all the schools. All the schools don't receive the fee subsidy. So I don't expect any picking for going to any school that they ask can say you get for pay school fee before school they run. And as I'm speaking also, the trucks of the teaching and learning materials, they don't begin for going at the various district headquarters, so that when they reach there, they will able to distribute them to the various schools. Right now, as I speak, I get information, see the one there for Kailaun, the one there for Pujaun, and a few other places, they don't reach. Gradually, the one they wouldn't at the hub that are Freetown here, they try now for put them into trucks so that they will go. And let me hasten for inform the public, say, yes, they will ask, they say the school in Freetown, they not get it. Now, the school in Freetown, they get forget, because since the main warehouse, who will pack the teaching and learning materials in Freetown, they will feel say in Freetown will they consider last. We want to make sure, say, the one they wouldn't at the extreme parts of the country, we send the materials in there for, so that when school open, smooth learning, teaching and learning, they go on.
Alright, well, from there, we go to the National Civil Registration Authority, who said then Director General Mr. Mohamed Masakoy, they don't engage political party people waiting before, for see how they go put an inside the exercise where they go on for the verification of civil and public servants. If we have a content, we engage them, and this will be explained.
We got a meeting today of political parties, registered with political parties registration commission, and civil society organizations will get something for do, business for do with democratic governance in this country. We use PPRC because of the regulatory body that for political parties in this country. We ask them for their facilitate meeting with political parties who are registered in this country. The purpose of the meeting largely today and for me to know where we are in terms of developing a permanent civil register as the law established NCRA under an act of June 2016 with mandate to do continuous and compulsory registration of vital events such as births, death, causes, and etc. etc. So we are the no safe since last year we did do then 2 phases of registration, and we amount to some 5.2 million people, and then screen the data. Then we now get a population of about a data of 5,072,000. We'll be honored and know say this is where we are, and the next steps will include finding ways now for the exhibition of the data we'll get on all registered Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leoneans in this country. We will give people the opportunity for correct errors where will not occur in the course of capturing the data. Now that means because civil society organizations and political parties now critical stakeholders in the democratic governance process in this country. And importantly, this government recognizes the value of inclusiveness and transparency in whatever we do. And that makes us say we remain committed to the government of inclusion, open door policy. All they want to do for do something we do, they will do together, because they get a larger constituent. Political parties get constituencies all over the country, they get the people membership, so also are the civil society organizations. So that we understand ourselves today. If you've been there, you will not see say we agree say we get for continue for the engage, so that what will happen tomorrow, we all will agree and say that will be the part of that decision.
Alright, from there, we go on a CID, the Criminal Investigation Department, then Cyber Unit. Don't find one phone where they thief, the time where they go thief. Inside by first bags where they thief one major. But they don't find this phone now when lady hand. But on the story, Dominic JJ Tucker bring a car.
Camera. Okay. Who's ID? All right, now we see one phone that you and actually really press the follow up with. What's that police phone?
Actually, this phone. The one phone I will get, I will call Shaba. If me get a phone issue, maybe phone well. So like, it can't to me say it's a bit possible to make the phone. So like, I get on the phone for go make for me, but I not see him. Just go and turn. So like, I try for put pressure on him, make it give me the phone. All of a sudden, one day, is August 2nd, like it can with this phone, can give me. He say, I will use this phone till it gets me Samsung phone back and give me. So I will use this phone all along.
I'm Inspector Tolly. I'm the Cyber Lab Manager. And I deal with DPC Jusu, where they work with me, and I get Levy also. The cyber crime syndicates really for investigate all angle of cases, be it murder, burglary, larceny, whatever case, FSU, rape cases, as long as you get link with mobile or any connectivity, you understand? Devices we will connect to that case with the kind side as professional and as an expert. That now we all for system we investigate the case today and we support the various investigation pool like the FSU, like the CID, because we have scientific support department now with the say any electronics device we can kind side. So we use your expertise. We track a lady, this lady we not be camera. We see the phone and this phone gets an IMEI when at the International Mobile Equipment Identification, where if you dial *#06# it will come up, and that number they na the unique number of this phone na Congo Coast Police Station. I see the military officers there with some policemen and they get a joint team operation and go arrest. And then, but we not be nobody arrested. We get we own role they play. So when we don't play we own role, it just connects that this lady who can connects the people here. So now for me now a powerful scenario for that you see case they go on your side, whilst the cyber the
Well, I wonder to you where they go for go thief mobile phone radio because the cyber unit self not ready for you. Well, I saw that they be again complaint be they can. For sake of the bike them, the soldier bike them when they say civilian then they inside they one part them bike them they will say notorious for that na the Moriton barrick who side and say civilian they don't spread all about and the soldier man they don't turn to landlord. Well, this allegation where Dominic JJ Tucker go for go prove. Now we are waiting this man say.
Colonel Victor Samba, the brigade commander, overcrowding at the barracks there. Now a body on the ASLAF because for three main reasons, other reasons, but the three main reasons now I will give. One, the pressure on the small resources like the water points them, the toilet facilities, you know, like make way they dig toilets, you know, they take them full of pass within fetch for dig water. So just simply because the one then they're not supposed to be in a barrack, they pass smack in the barrack. And then secondly, a lot of criminal activities then they happen at the barracks then. The thief man they plenty, you know. Now among the illegal occupants at the barracks now among them the thief man. Then the other reason is the very illegal occupants we in as civilians. You know, over the period, then they intimidate, you know, even the one that we get rights for them at the barrack. The soldier and the families then. So don't find out say this thing not pass. So we at the moment because we want to get rid of them here, we don't put an operation in place. Now they say call out, they say pack and go operation, pack and go. Now all them barracks they be. Goldrich barracks, Moritan barracks, Juba barracks, and Wilberforce barracks.
Okay.
But we go end up now. We go end up now with Wilberforce barracks. Okay. And at the last barracks we will evict the legal occupancy.
Alright, so how the Moritan you want to like right now?
Well, Moritan, the operation don't complete.
Okay.
When you read the officer don't talk and say, then don't in Tranga one, and they don't make sure say they pull the civilian and come out inside the soldier bike, especially the one they were not supposed for day. Alright, I saw that they be with they go down at Congo town side the sea level, they say they come up and that they make people tap on that side, then they look the anger. Now they were talking bring this one.
Congo town Kings this was after 3 days now they take against spring. Take 3 days, after 3 days, they cut off, but stay next year back. Go back to get them back 3 days back. Yeah, but now after the car any year, it must enter. This year, it look normal because we don't get breeze by the water. Now we get breeze, you get heavy rain, that cause problem. So Saturday, and with the bank is low, they cross the bank in Kaoba.
You think be your advice to people right now, we get banking there.
Not for us the banking up no more. Yeah, but for you know, build us at the edge. The code is in the water come, and the jump cover must go inside the up and get cement. When you get cement, the better than when you not get cement. So the one stone go come out, the banking go for them.
Well, now the work that we push now, we go now low cost housing. Who say 180-year-old Titi, you know, he gets talent where now so it is so. You know, it go interest you for make you know say 80-year-old Pekin, they so dress for himself and for other people and for even big people. Now Miss Sasef been go na low cost housing Kisi and na this I bring. What I learn you for so?
But I like to work. I make a salad.
How much are you?
I can't eat Monday.
So, whose time you begin for so?
I'll give for sure 3 years while the tonton with me. And one day, my mommy will be there. Where he go, he come, he meets a show close. But not with your lapa. When he come, now he talk for me. He say, I'll me. I never show it in the back. But ask me never seen a good now. You not say apprentice a Carlos Power. Now he begin pay attention for me.
So now you learn you the work?
Yes.
But you dey go school?
Yes.
What class you dey?
I can class 3.
What school you dey?
Victory Academy International Primary School.
You dey can go class 3?
Yes.
But you dey so?
Yes.
So where this so don't sweet you so now? You know where I'm going to school?
Because anytime I first now they can at school. And then I know I make good a bit in school. I make a pay attention for the work and the pay attention for the book.
You can get them for study where you get for so?
Yes, I get them for study.
How you can study? When you can study?
Sometimes in the morning I can study or something I need issue.
Sometimes they knock you can study. Not every day they so. So what you can so?
I should chop, top, midi, I should for my mommy, I should for many kinds of people.
Where you yourself?
Me, I can shoot for myself.
What, your mama said this close to you, right? So,
yes, ma'am.
You want for Tina play people and see you?
Yes.
Tina Ba? So now you saw this close? Yes. Now you cut, now you record?
No, but now one single close and I record. But then I make cotton.
Who's when are you cut? Can we go there?
When I may put the roses.
This now you cut them. Then you saw and turn and find for me.
Then this.
Alright, until you don't see the 80-year-old Titi, more of that we go bring and come to you. It's a full documentary package. We go read the mama and the papa themselves they give their own version of the story. As well as the big with this innovator, it's a big for let people support him as it's a bit plenty thing, but in no get way for push himself go before. He been come there and explain more inside this interview with Samuel Abiose Stanley.
My name na Momo Escago, innovator. My nickname na Rap K because in music. I get beaucoup things them where they do, at the door. Let's if I am innovate, the other thing them where they do back. So like I guess some of the things where I don't innovate where I come for sure because I need the help.
Waiting you don't make so far?
Well, I get one thing I don't make where I call car plane. We get for the move and fly, but not done it because something and they forget the parts. Them not really easy, you know. Some we can look at the T-box, so you know cable get them. Some the money not they for buy them, so you not really easy. We go a lot many strain. Like for me, I will go school, but now I know they go school because money not there and the family are come out very poor.
Are this car plane no you make?
I get about putting them where I don't make. I get a radio I don't make. I get water heater. I get a bulb. I get short light. I get Bluetooth. I get about putting them where I don't make. But the way if you see them, you go see the difference.
One go to wonder how you can come about this.
You know, really, you know, actually, na real talent because on that I can just sit down, think. I say, well, I'll make something like this. We go so different. Way somebody say, I'm going to say, okay, this, nice work. So I like for the work decent. So on there I can just sit down. Say well, this and this, if I put her in place, I will get this and this from this sort of thing.
This and this, and now waiting you can use for make this car plane, then water heater, radio, and the etc.
Like car plane, I get a car to work, because I know get that machine there for melting rubber or iron that. So I get a car to work for just to say yes, I can do so thing. When I that car to work that they will build into the way I want them and try for do some innovative work they now try for fix up something and they become very good on let's go nick back.
What do you ask government or Soriat government organization for?
The government and Soriat organization and let them come out and help me because school self when I school man they go yeah no see right now free education they are but it's not really easy because why family are come on a poor home you know for even get food for each Sunday not really easy.
So how them go contact you?
Well my number after cell number is 099 06 0701 or 079 561 339.
Okay.
Alright, well, you know, from the Young Innovator Day, where they appeal for support. Living Word of Faith Outreach Ministries International, they don't stand by for Encounter 2018. For sake of that, the Bishop, Akintayo Sam Jolie, be explained more to William Wise.
Encounter a meeting we done gone for the past 26 years when a special revival we God instructed for begin for hold for bring an awareness to the body of Christ about the person of the Holy Spirit, who that he be and what it in our life and the help and the change and transformation it bring to people then. Because God not do nothing without the Holy Spirit. And anybody we get to know the Holy Spirit of God will receive the best way God get for him. And over the years, Encounter don't be a meeting where don't be a training ground for pastors or ministers, but could people will come and get a heart to Jesus Christ for the first time in Encounter. Some are pastors now, some are even bishop.
So what people don't they benefit so far for quite a number of years when they organize this particular encounter?
The benefits of Encounter is too big for me to quantify and for me to put in few words. But then this don't touch every area of life. Number one, people don't come for know God and forget their heart to Jesus Christ and see their life transformed. So people who have been drug addicts, will not be, people that live bad life today, they serve God in a different way effectively. We also get people that we, not be able to forget picking them. We get multiple testimonies of miracles we're going to transform people, their health, their social life, their spiritual life, their academics, and so it's been a wonderful meeting. So Encounter don't help also during difficult times when no other meeting not they go on. During time of 97 when bombing they go on, when literally no other revival, no service when they go on, Encounter go on. And they'll say no Encounter went on, and through the altar of Encounter, we don't pray for Salon, we don't pray for lives, we don't see God do marvelous things, not only in this country but also internationally. People don't be free from satanic bondages, from demonic affliction. Families don't be set free.
This year Encounter will for take place and when the time, the date?
Encounter 2018 will take place from the 16th to the 23rd of September. Now Faith Cathedral, number 5 and 7 Victoria Street. Now, we get encounter in different sections in 1 week. From the 16th to 23rd, we get evening revivals, where they begin 5:30. And I guarantee you, as when we don't come, not come at 5:30. Come at this, you get place for Sodom and it's not inside. But however, we can handle whatever crowds come. And many times, somehow miraculously, we can see God begin for even touch the people on the outside with healings and even before they're on the inside.
When they say that you go there and go encounter God, that's all that they be. We don't go na Tengbeton for go see how the road look like. This road, they say it's in bad shape. Now they were talking, get this story.
Now you see it's not Tengbeton community. They are appeal to the government for me to this road in Nekwan, because we don't really what they do business with the strain, because after they come they overtake the place. They even the bike the vehicles them they come they damage at this place there. So at least they get Papa government for making able attention to this place there. Really happy. Well, like something like for so long we dey see. Now you don't tell me the water na right up when they come with dirty and the water get tension. So like we make from Melenka clear the gutter and then they can clear the gutter, then they try for this back home. Yes, because the people they don't scare the pigeon hole, they don't crack, and they try now back for post them down there, which of course it is. So we advise someone to let them draw attention to this place here.
How do they call this community?
Tengbeton community.
Okay.
I told that Tengbeton deny that for the driver and the Okada rider and the Keke rider themselves. And even the people who they walk by foot themselves, they feel the road in Wahala 1. Well, inside the same Tengbeton there, one stone there where they undermine serious one. And for tomorrow, where the Nimisa go there for them, let you no go surprise. We used to take a look at that stone there, and they were talking get the story.
This stone I don't do now for the past 15 years. And this stone not today's stone. People who I meet now we don't all some 90 something years and don't die. They say I had them in the complain. And I behind this stone I did. This stone not a stone way for them. This not stone way bear from the ground. That stone way bear. Even when they dig that out, they will not meet no stone like for say when I in block this for making no one down. And we'll get for down they give retaining all day because I just buffer make day for me sell one. Not to me even Gaya, not Creole and Gaya. No, this is another go come out. Another plan for broke this stone.
No, with the under where them they pull the dirty, then other stone today, some snap book stone, they want for do under day.
Now one green stone and that big one the way so anyway watch that big stone they say not even join to this. Now dirty day between them. When you watch you go see and safe. Where you go look at the dirty is space in the middle from and not join to this. This stone not even interfere with them.
Now this stone are the only stone in there?
No, look the other stone there. Stone and they, Boku stone and they. Look them. Well, me not fit to say this stone go for them because this stone me believe say not to stone way anger. If in a stone way anger, na ain't go be problem. But this is not anger. This is bear go right stone at the.
So who's hope you go give people them? Where they afraid right now for the rain season? But the stone. Who's hope?
I believe say by going in Panati not go happy. Not so bad.
Well, the explanations around the stone and the stone not end at all. So the woman, they get defense that the stone not end, the stone really they farm at the ground. But therefore be careful. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we carry on with the second half of the program we use. Welcome back. The program that we use, they reach you live from SMBC, New England. They give you the time for the yourself go able to hear your voice through your text or WhatsApp message you send. The text line is 077-685518. The WhatsApp line is 079-15 4714. But we can send the hook. Now we see what thing come today. The person where you see in the studio, now Edwin Mohamed Kamara, in 1994, the Benefit Division, NASIT. And you can't tell me now, but NASIT Retirement Pensioners Verification. Edwin, tell Famulado.
Famulado, good evening.
What is the significance of this NASIT Retirement Pension Verification?
Pensioners verification is a process where every social security institution at the world they practice. One, then people who they pay periodically. One for make sure say the contingency what they pay them for it still exists, and also we they use this process for update with information on them people here, because when they apply for the retirement benefits, we process the only time we'll be get contact with them now at the time of receiving the gratuity checks, because NASIT gets a policy of paying all retirement pension, all we pensioners themselves through the banking system. So one way we'll be able to make sure see them people are still they exist, and also for update with information on them. Now when we verify them, that is when we make sure that then they and all the information we want then they will give them. So now that make NASIT don't plan for undertake a retirement pensioners verification. This one we specifically they target the retirement pensioners. We be don't do them for the survivors and the invalidity pensioners. Now the one that we work till they reach age 60 or age 55, between 55 and 60 we retire, will they pay pension. We want to make sure say yes, what will they pay them pension for it still exists, and that the information and they we want from them, like the banking information, we also want to make sure say we get all things correct.
Okay, let's be a little bit critical now. The we talk about the banking information, not only inside the person in the account now they pay.
Yes, now inside the person in the account.
So why you want to make sure now if it's correct?
Fine.
If it's not correct, now then they come to now.
Fine. The reason we make one for make sure say correct. Now the banking industry, a lot of things don't happen. One, they don't introduce new bank numbering system, what they call the B-band system, the B-band numbers. Now the time where this pension have been retired, the information we've been given are the old pension number. Along the line, the B-band, they don't introduce the B-band number, where most of we don't even know. But when we send, because now the old account number you don't give we, the bank at times and they find it difficult for credit them people then they then complain and they can't meet we. So now we want to make sure say we actually get the pensioner in account number from INSSF. I am sure most of we, when you go na bank, then they tell you say now you new bank number this, now you new account number this. So we want to make sure say that information they correct. Then also we ask for the banking information because some man they go open accounts with one name, whilst we know him as a pensioner with another name. So most times when we send payments, the bank they find it difficult for credit that person because the pensioner name and the account name not be the same.
I don't try for check waiting wrong will make that happen because one game soon I think say forget one set of name.
Well, there is most times the error can be a little simple. Let's say for example, me na Edwin Mohamed Kamara. NASIT know me as Edwin Mohamed Kamara. Then sometimes I go open account number, I just put Edwin Kamara.
Okay.
The bank, yes. The bank, the bank will know.
Some kind of game can they play.
No, the bank, na mistake no more. The bank will know you as Edwin Kamara, but we know you as Edwin Mohamed Kamara. And technically, na two different names and Andy.
Okay.
So when we send the money, most times the bank they find it difficult for credit. So then they return them. And probably the time when they return them, it go don't take 2-3 months. Complaints go they come, the pensioner they say, are they gonna my account, NASIT not pay me yet. So we want to make sure say we correct some of them thing there through this verification exercise.
So when we expect to start the verification?
Of course, the proposal now firstly we don't start the public education. We make in fact day at day for talk to we family, especially the one them when are retirement pensioners and any other person we know somebody when a NASIT retirement pensioner. he go pass on this information to her. The actual verification exercise, they start on the 1st of October, and it go last till to the 15th of January 2019.
So how we get for do?
How we get for do? Fine. Because them people here, na banks them would they pay them through. The accounts then, the accounts that we then give in a true, they will pay them pensions. Yeah, we decide say for them period there will not they stop the pension. The pension they still continue na your account, but you get the responsibility for CAM now any of we NASIT regional offices. We don't establish like na the western area, yeah. We get NASIT West office, the NASIT office where the MB market. Then we get NASIT office na Eastern, opposite Richard Allen, where you can go there. The forms they did.
Stretch and so long from October 2019.
We want to give people them opportunity for let them come verify.
Okay, when I get
so,
centers then at the provinces.
Now the provinces, all with regional offices. Then we also make provision for pensioners we don't all now they're not able to work again for go na the verification centers now with regional offices. For them category of pensioners, they request say them people them or anybody will get information on them kind person, they let it go na NASIT, any of the NASIT offices and give you information. We get a team where go meet and host and verify. Then we also want to use this opportunity for issue out pension cards to we NASIT pensioners we not get pension cards. Most times we pensioners since na true banking system then they pay them. They're not into border for go back na NASIT for go get them cards. So when they pay them the gratuity, since na check, then just go deposit them na the account, then they give you the account number at the point of receiving the gratuity. So then kind pensioners and they in pension go they run, but they not get an identification card. And we see say it's very important for let them get identification card because like retirement pension, they outlive the pensioner. Even when the pensioner die, the pension therefore be converted to survivor's pension. So if you not been get card, you pass away, you depend on them, go find it difficult for car approach NASIT because they not get anything where they show say this person been get business with NASIT. So one for use this opportunity. We go get yeah, we get that document say this person now in nominees and the wire. But for let we know say immediately this person don't die, they need something where they identify as a pensioner, where they go take to NASIT, say this person na be on a pensioner, na in card this, it don't die. Then NASIT go tell them the next steps where they for take for apply for survivor's benefit. So these are an opportunity where NASIT don't provide for let all the NASIT pensioners will not get ID card for let them will be issued an identification card. And also we, like I say, we want to use this exercise for also know the geographic spread of we pensioners. Because when we pay into banks, the banks then get headquarters. Now most of the banks in the headquarters are Freetown a day. But the pensioners, then they live in different parts of the country. So when we know because we make sure say during the verification, we verification forms and we give them the regional codes. So that we go know who side with different pensioners, then they live in this part na the country. And that will help we. If there is any planning for pensioners, we know now the geographic spread, who side the concentration day.
Thank you very much, Edwin Mohamed Kamara. We'll come back to you before we close the program. But for now, we turn the microphone to the person where they look me so inside this program. I begin with the WhatsApp line. This one say, he say, if I go ask this question about the free quality education, if they begin on Monday, he say the minister, then been don't try for approved teacher them, where go then a payroll. He say it go good for make them embrace that, but oh yeah, teacher without salary, then go they cry foul, and that will bring some small go inside the free quality education. Brahma Bobson Kamara, where then a Juba Momo Drive, now he send this one. This other one say, he say hello way use. He said the 17th of September, now school they open inside the 2018-2019 academic year. He said about the Ministry of Education no still approve teacher them. So do ya wanna help tell the ministry authority them for make them consider we the teacher them from Aruna Yoki na Leicester Road. Now he send that one day. Okay, Aruna, I sure say the ministry they go to listen to you and then we hear your voice. This one say in a survivor and then he pay him after 3 years of him papa in die where he died. He said and then tell and say then he go to receive monthly payment from where that time they happen inside June 30 day. Nobody no pay him dondo and he not put a name, so now the difficult side and another one say he say this woman where they argue say that place they no the stone no waiting and column. He say I think government for look inside the Tranga one because the stone don't undermine the person not put in name. This other one say we use he say they beg the government for make them add the number of students them per class so that the school them where get the free education will able to take and accommodate plenty people inside the school. There Justina Nagodrich now he send this one. Okay, from Justina. Another one say do ya he say I want for know waiting they happen to the free education because at the Yeri people they complain say then they pay huge amount of money for them picking them just for admission. Do ya, Mr. President, look inside this wire so serious one from boss where they call aka Fullerton. He said that so in name. Now he send this one. And this other person say that Tengbe Town bridge, he really they bog. He say it in bad shape. Samuel Aina Collier, 11 Mill Street, back of Eastern Police, send this one. This other one say, thank God for the free quality education. He said that one day go start Monday, September 17th. So do ya, mommy and daddy them, una send una picking and go to school. This they come out from Lamine. Okay, another one don't send. He say, Moriton barracks don't become uncomfortable for the soldier man them. He say because people they rent the quarters them to civilian them. Well, until you hear where the officer don't explain say they don't decongest the barracks. Another one say let the government officers them and the council talk to the people them at Congoton WAF for their own safety for make them go in a safe place. This person say it afraid for the disaster we will get for camp, you know, send a name. Another one again say we use he say most of the soldier man them they rent the block them to civilian inside the Moriton barracks. But you don't hear where the officer don't explain on the actions them way they don't take so far on the Moriton barracks. And they go to the text line now. This one say well job to the Ministry of Education, but we use most of the unpaid teachers them. Now then they teach more past the one themselves where they on PIN code. He say, Mr. Minister, do ya remember the unapproved teacher them from concerned citizen? Another one say we used to say the move by the National Civil Registration Authority for conduct the biometric verification and update exercise is very timely and important for people, especially when they occupy 2 or more public offices and they receive salary from the consolidated couple from Hansils Bangura, Sumaila Town. This other one say kudos to the cyber units of the CID for the good work. He said then they do for trap then thief people with a thief phone. Samuel Aina Collier, 11 Mill Street, back of Eastern Police. Another one say NACID need for do more sensitization but the operations more, especially the benefits division from concerned citizens. Another one say do you have government relocate all the people they were in a disaster prone area from concerned citizens. Another one say we use he say we beg the management of EDSA for try and address the transformer problem na there was that community. He say now 1 week don't pass so we they without electricity. Mystic from Dwazak send this one. Another one said NACID then fail we. They know they give yearly updates as before from David Kamara. Alright? This one said Mr. Kamara, if the person die, he just asked that question from concerned citizen. Another one said NACID get plenty thing then for do for explain to we from Madam Josiah Najui. This other one say we use he say adjust the tune TV, but do ya ask the man if NASIT, when the verification go start, okay, the man will come on NASIT, Batilo Soa, na Kinton send this one. Alright? Anytime we bring NASIT can na Yagba, they photo on this studio, people they send message because people really need for know waiting and waiting NASIT they do. So we'll come back to you, but for now, we dey carry on with the program. This na Dolphin Winston, na school Pekin, you don't take the national primary school examination. Now you card the fan way, then bring and come now, yeah. So if you know Dolphin Wilson, do you make it come now, we use and collect in card. Another one, Abubakar Kamara, you know you driving license. And then Mafoe Tong, now there Abubakar Kamara there, in driving license there with Winaya, somebody fan and bring and come. This other person na NASIT card, and name Bayo Koroma. Bayo Koroma, you NASIT card there with we. If now you get them, do you can make you can see if now you own and make claim of This other one say in a Mustafa Niale, in tap na B6 tree planting, a loss in bag, where inside there it gets plenty tin them in driver's license, voter ID card and different tin them, Bluetooth speaker and all. It says so do you if you see them, make it contact 077-656-999 or 088-660-123 or you can use desk. That's so this person say. Another person, okay, this school Pekinis Dolphin, he left in way name with him pictures there. So do you will know Dolphin Wilson make it come and collect in property them. This other package, somebody send them inside in taxi, one taxi driver. Still we get some good people in the country. This taxi driver, somebody left this package now in taxi. He bring and come now, yeah. He say name Usman Mansare. So do you he left in contact. If you can't take him, you call him and tell him thank you because now clean out make it bring him. So man will just fling him and forget about that. So we dey carry on with the rest of the program we use. This time we dey go look at Sibanclair where na pre and private school it dey celebrate in Silver Jubilee. This school year so done 25 years from where they open them. Tile Williams been go there and at this evening.
From Sibanclair School, and me are the head teacher. And this school be found by me proprietors, Mrs. Christiana Kenny, with in two sisters there where they don't be late now. So now the three sisters then be come to one, because they all are educationists. The late Mrs. Joanna Bob Lucas, where be the Borgino matron, now the FSSG school, with one other late Miss Sylvia Thomas, but they all don't be late now. Now they come together and me proprietors in from the one in educationists. They don't work in the education sector for 46 years. One can tell family about the big occasion where we get. As this school, they celebrate a Silver Jubilee on the 30th where we get with Grand Thanksgiving service. And we board members then as of life patron. They all can come together for give assistance to the school. So if the school they talk today about 25 years. Now so with different help from parents, board members, life patron, some good friends of the proprietors. That's how we know they go with the school small. Like where we presidents come with this new direction, where it affects one for free education. So we need the private school people themselves. We say they try one with faith. Make all man go school, make all man learn because education now go make you build life for me.
Alright, we go to Paramount International Academy, where they say they done 5 years now, where they say don't exist as school.
Mrs. Princess Ochi John, and me are the proprietress and the head teacher for Paramount International Academy. This year, the school they celebrate in 5-year birthday, and we thank God for see us from where we start with 14 picking them, and now we get close to 90. We get rich program. We get to get Thanksgiving, we get to forget Garden Faith, we get prize giving for giving people who don't work hard, then we get to forget sports, and we not forget the parents them because that they say all day for the enjoyment. They say that to forget a room dinner and dance sometime next year. This is the plan that I get for this year's celebration. PIA, as we usually call them, it starts small, but I get big dreams for them. I want to get a permanent place where I will structure, who gets a massive, nice playground for picking them, because parents they say them picking one for one and move around. And me say, they notice that say the energy they want for born and out. So I pray and ask people that will kind to we favors them for giving a space where we will get a permanent structure.
Since the beginning of the school, we're waiting at some of the achievements we don't make so far.
Me picking them what they send for national primary school examination.
Alright, for Sekaway school they open this Monday when they come. The people them where they in Kono districts don't get some consignment of learning materials them where one man in company don't go shape at this particular village. Joseph Kagbo be engaged them at this interview.
Mina Finda Catherine Greenwood, Mina the Community Relations Manager for Mia Diamond Mining Limited. Well, this donation comes as one part of the educational activities, the educational programs. We're just there in line with within the government to initiate for free quality education, and we do a quality support today. We are in with donated school learning materials, bags, pencil, books, exercise books, eraser, to over 300 beginning at the Kokwima community. The Kokwima community, now one of the community then we are in, we get the bulk sampling area, and Wusai the community much more affected. That means now then people in there we can they pull out of their homes, so we want to do with massive blasting. Now then people in there would use the space and the land. So for now we pilot them that the community Wusai will not say it is more affected. So now that make we get over 300 beginning so today.
Photographers Union themselves done 20 years for sake of that Judge Louis Bingo engaged. And now we hear what they say.
Mina Stephen Imomo, Mina the national president for Photographers Union as well. This union, a union been formed since 1998 with the hope for unite all photographers across the country with the common aim for say, for agitate, negotiate and lobby for the well-being of the membership across the country. So this year, a very fortunate that in fact the 20th year celebrations of this union have a lot of history. One of the history we achieved this year is that having a partnership from anti-corruption commissions. For the past 6 years, we don't go back and front in order for partner with the anti-corruption. The new anti-corruption commissioners will come and make it possible for we not only for sit down and discuss corruption issues, but even invite we as a partner for a training where we don't undergo that training. And for this year also celebrations of World Photographers Day, we think can fit say we for create a team where they match up with the fight against corruption. So we.
Well, now we go now with neighbor here, and New England Smart Lane, who said this poll don't turn on a team. What they call on the EDSA, for me to see how this poll don't fever.
Being all units and brats are they part and parcel of the streets here because of we don't make complaint for this pool now. For make NPA they can't change. We don't go past 1 month complete to the worker. We don't see any return call. One guy said within we can call and Nico. We don't tell them about this pool that you don't make any use if we make any complaint for this pool because any kind way people now the cable number the whole lamp. If not so that like this thing for them. You know, this the kind we must go in there around, picking in there around, host and they make host and no can born. Like this make a go and service for make and put on a media so NPO can change this pool for when now because we get lights every day and for fire or destruction for picking and we then also no go make host born by now. I answer the authority, meaning come tomorrow, meaning can change this pool one thing. Okay.
Alright, from there, they go straight to the studio man, Edwin Kamara. Yes.
Yes.
What make you just give you finally concluding statements?
Yeah. One for appreciate we members them for the strong interest we then get in NASIT.
We know no time again.
Yes, and the say they firstly we want for make sure say the one way they therefore come for verify the NASIT retirement pensioners we they come for verify. We go on for look for them documents there. One, the payment advice you been get, any form of national identification, including if the one that we already get NASIT pension card, you can come with your pension card. Then, of course, your bank ID card. Since we want for verify the banking information as well.
Thank you very much, Edwin Mohamed Kamara. We turn the microphone finally for go. This one say we use. Do you tell them, madam, make it come out under that stone? He don't know anything but rock business. They try for loss out in life beyond lawlessness from Joannis Nalonsar. I don't know, I say good evening, Lucian. He said that God bless the president for the free education where he don't bring for one concerned citizen. And the other say, Mr. Kamara, how serious NASIT be in terms of supporting pensioners? Because you only they focus on the deduct from the salaries. I don't know, I say we use. He said, make God help we in us alone. He said, this free education, they now plenty principal, them government for watch them, especially the one in the government schools. May not go extort money from the parents them, from Saidu, Zito, na Hill Station. Well, I think the ministry is getting mechanism, and I may not give out numbers, same way so they go call, in case you see any something like exploitation. So they go, we got two sets of keys now, yeah. This one come in Friday late, and then Saturday, and then this one come in just today, where they say they left from this gets green something. So if not you can claim them, and this one gets khaki and other kind, This one some kind Toyota key and other keys them. So if you don't know your key, you can come and identify whether your keys and they among the one they are. Well, I think that's how we take the cutting for today's program. We use to broadcast live from SLBC. For second, all I put here on the program. More for thank you. We studio guest Edwin Mohamed Kamara from NASIT. Then they come from time to time for making you go to know waiting they carry on. So thank to all man we put here on the program, well camera operators and all the reporters at the Ways desk. We will bring the program Katerina Lucy and Ganda, and they say splendid weekend. It's Monday. Bye bye.